What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Big Fight Fuel channel, where we speak the truth, we're honest, and we give our takes on the March Madness tournament. The March Madness Selection Sunday show just got over, and we are going to preview. We're going to run down the brackets. I'm going to give you my predictions, but we are going to have a whole week's worth of content. Not a week's worth, but a couple days of content leading up to the first round games on Thursday afternoon. We're going to have, just basically looking at the bracket, predicting the Final Four and all that stuff, thinking who I think is going to win this year's championship. Tomorrow, I'll give you basically more detail on why I think these outcomes that I say are going to happen in the first round, and really giving an in-depth look in these first round games. And then Tuesday, the last video, March Madness before the games start, be basically going over teams that are on upset alert, teams that I think can have a really good run in the tournament. And when I mean really good run, I mean to at least the Sweet 16. So we got a lot of March Madness content. I'm very excited. It's one of my favorite times of the year. And basically looking at these brackets, I think that we're in for a lot of upsets. We're in for a lot of upsets Thursday and Friday, and even the entire March Madness. And the one thing that I really learned while watching March Madness is, you can't really be scared to predict underdogs, because if you're just picking favorites all the time, that doesn't work that way, So you just got to be a little bit more, free and let go and I don't know how you would say it, but I guess a little more opened maybe, but we'll get into all of these games. I thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Again, we're going to have so much March Madness content tonight with this video. Tomorrow and Tuesday, and then Friday night. Friday night I'll record my in-depth predictions and stuff like that for the round 2 games on Saturday and Sunday. So we're going to have a lot of March Madness content. I appreciate it. And if you have not already, be sure to go ahead and check out all my vlogs last week at AEW Rampage, at FanFest, and at Revolution last Sunday. So let's get into the bracket. And while I'm doing this, I got the bracket up on my phone, and I already wrote it down on paper. But let's start with the West region. The West region first, led by the number 1 seed Gonzaga, and they're playing Georgia State. Obviously, Gonzaga is going to win. That is a no-brainer. We're going to take Gonzaga. Memphis against Boise State. Really going to be a good game. Kind of a toss-up, but I like Boise State. And again, if you're thinking, sitting down, why aren't you giving in-depth, why aren't you explaining why you think these teams are going to win? Again, tomorrow we're going to talk even more about these first-round games. So if you're interested in that, be sure to tune into tomorrow's video. So I got Boise State beating Memphis, Uconn beating New Mexico State, Vermont and Arkansas is a tough game. That's going to be a very good game in my opinion. Vermont is an experienced team this time of year. I like Arkansas. The play-in game, we got Rutgers versus Notre Dame, and the winner is going to face Alabama. I think that I think Notre Dame is going to win the play-in game, and I think they're going to lose to Alabama. So I got Alabama moving on to the second round. Montana State against Texas Tech. Give me Texas Tech for sure. Davidson, this is my first upset prediction for this video. Give me Davidson to beat Michigan State in the first round, and then Cal State Fullerton against Duke. I mean, obviously, I'm taking Duke. So, we'll complete this region. Gonzaga, second round. These are second round matchups. Again, I'm filling out the bracket on my phone while I do the videos with this video with you guys. Second round matchup, Gonzaga against Boise State should be a solid game, but I like Gonzaga to pull out with that one. Uconn against Arkansas, very tough game, but I really like that Uconn team. I know they lost in the semifinals to Villanova. Very good, close game and a very good game as well, but I really like this Uconn team, man. I think they're going to get it done against Arkansas, and we get a Gonzaga Sweet 16. Alabama against Texas Tech. I like Texas Tech. Davidson lost to Richmond today against Duke. I think Davidson would give Duke a tough game, but I like Duke. And then obviously, not as exciting. I mean, everything's exciting, but not as a crazy upset Sweet 16 for the West region. I have the 5 seed Uconn against the 1 seed Gonzaga, and I have the 3 seed Texas Tech against the 2 seed Duke. I'd like Gonzaga to get it done against Uconn, and I like Duke to get it done against Texas Tech. And then we have the Elite Eight matchup, Duke against Gonzaga. And every year, everybody says this is Gonzaga's year. Gonzaga is going to be cutting the nets in New Orleans. They lost in the finals last year. They lost in the finals to my North Carolina Tar Heels. They lost in the Elite Eight. They've lost in the Sweet 16. Gonzaga always comes up small. And unfortunately with this, for me, this being Coach K's last year, unfortunately I think Duke is going to the Final Four. So I like Duke coming out of the West region and going to the Final Four. Then we go to the East. We go to the East region. Norfolk State against Baylor. Give me Baylor. Marquette and my North Carolina Tar Heels. Gonna be a close game. Again, I'll have some stuff to say on this one tomorrow. I like North Carolina, though. The play-in game, I think the play-in game is Wyoming and Indiana. All right? I like Indiana to beat Wyoming. And I also like Indiana to beat St. Mary's. So I got Indiana. Akron against UCLA. I got to take UCLA. They're just a way better team in my opinion. And a healthy team. They're dangerous. Virginia Tech against Duke. Give me the Hokies, man. I'm not like what I've seen from Texas the past couple weeks. Virginia Tech dominated Notre Dame. They dominated North Carolina. And they dominated Duke last night in the ACC Championship. And if they didn't beat Duke, they wouldn't even be in this tournament. But they got some really nice momentum. And I think they could put it together, man. I like them over Texas. Yale and Purdue. Give me Purdue. San Francisco against Murray State. Give me Murray State. And St. Peter's against Kentucky. I mean, I don't have to explain that one. Give me Kentucky. Then the second round for the East region, Baylor and North Carolina. As much as I would like to see North Carolina in the Sweet 16 Elite 8, I got to take Baylor. And then y'all know how last year we had those, you had Oregon State. That was a 12 seed and made it all the way to the Elite 8. And you had UCLA as an 11th seed that made it all the way to the Final Four. Yeah, I got Indiana being that team this year. I got Indiana beating UCLA and going to the Sweet 16 to face Baylor. And then Virginia Tech and Purdue. This is where Virginia Tech's run ends. Baylor is just way too. Purdue is just way too big on size, and I don't think they'll be able. I don't think Virginia Tech will be able to stop that. So give me Purdue, and then Murray State, Kentucky. Could be a good game. It could be a really good game, but I like Kentucky. And then again, my team that's a double-digit team that makes it to the Elite Eight is Indiana. I really like also what I saw from them on. I really like what I saw from them in the Big Ten tournament in the last couple games of the season. They beat Illinois. I don't understand, and we'll get to Michigan in a little bit. I don't understand how Indiana beat Michigan in the Big Ten tournament, and they made it all the way to the semis. Yet Michigan is a 17-14 team, doesn't have to play in the play-in game, yet Indiana does. I just don't like the bias right there. That's clear bias, if you ask me. I hate it. But I do have Indiana going to the Elite Eight in the East region in Philadelphia. I have them facing Kentucky, and I have Kentucky coming out of the East region. I had Kentucky coming out of the East region, going to the Final Four to face off against Duke. South region, we got Wright State playing Bryant. I guess I like Bryant in that one, but they're not going to beat Arizona. Seton Hall, TCU. This is a good game. I like TCU though. Here we go. 12 versus 5 upset. UAB over Houston. Yes, Houston won their American Athletic Conference. So did UAB won their Conference USA. But I just don't like what I've seen from Houston. They're a very inconsistent team. One night they can play outstanding for you, and the other night they get beaten by 20 to some team that they're much better than. They beat them by 2 or something like that. I think UAB is going to get the better of Houston. I really do. Sorry, give me UAB. Chattanooga. Ooh, jeez. This is a tough game because I really like Chattanooga, but I think Illinois will pull it out. Barely, though. I think Illinois will barely pull it out against Chattanooga. Colorado State against Michigan. Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams of Colorado State. Longwood against Tennessee. Give me Tennessee. Give me the Volunteers. Riding high momentum. I think they're going to have a really good tournament. I really do. Loyola Chicago over the Buckeyes. Buckeyes, I'll talk about it tomorrow. But I got some stuff to say on that game as well. Delaware and Villanova. Give me Villanova. And then second round games of the South. Give me Arizona. Give me UAB to beat Illinois and go to the Sweet 16. So that is 2 12 seeds going to the Sweet 16. Yes, I know. It's March. It's March, and it's college basketball. Expect the unexpected, people. Tennessee over Colorado State, and Sister Jean and Loyola Chicago over Villanova. So we got 2 double-digit seeds going to the Sweet 16. Unfortunately, both of those double-digit seeds are going to lose. Arizona will mop the floor with UAB. and Tennessee will defeat Loyola Chicago. And I got the Volunteers coming out of the South region. High momentum. I know Arizona won the Pac-12 title, but I really like what I see from this Tennessee team. I know Arizona is one of the top teams in the country. But man, I just think that Volunteers have something in them to make a really spectacular run as a 3 seed going to the Final Four. And then in the Midwest, Kansas playing either Texas Southern or Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Doesn't matter who wins that game because Kansas is going on to the next round. And they're going to play Creighton or San Diego State, which is probably... I mean, all of them are unpredictable. All these 8-9 games are toss-ups, you know? So, I'll take Creighton. I'll take Creighton over San Diego State. Iowa over Richmond. Give me Iowa. And another upset. South Dakota State against Providence. Give me South Dakota State. 30-4 on the season. And Providence, man, such a big letdown spot in the semifinals of the Big East tournament. They're the 1 seed playing Creighton, and they got blown out by 30 as the 1 seed. They're overrated. They're an overrated team, in my opinion. I think South Dakota State, they're one of the best defensive teams in the country, and they're really good. Iowa State and LSU. LSU just got a new interim coach. If they played someone else, I probably would have picked them to lose in the first round. But Iowa State is not that great. I'm going to take LSU for this one. Colgate against Wisconsin. Give me Wisconsin. Miami against USC. Give me the Hurricanes. Give me the damn Hurricanes. Jacksonville State against Auburn. Give me Auburn. And then back to the top. I'll tell you, man. Creighton could beat Kansas. I'm not saying they're going to, but if this is a second round matchup, they could absolutely defeat Kansas. I don't think they're going to, though. Give me Kansas and give me Iowa. That's where the run for South Dakota State ends. Give me Iowa over South Dakota State. Excuse me. Been a long day. LSU against Wisconsin. Give me Wisconsin. And here's my another upset in the second round. I'm taking Miami over Auburn. We just seen Auburn lose to Texas A&M in their first matchup in the SEC tournament. And by the way, for all you people out there putting your brackets in, just want to give a factual fact real quick. Any team that lost in their any like high 1-seeded or above team that lost in their first conference championship game has never went on to win the NCAA tournament. Those teams this year, Auburn didn't win their first game. The big teams I'm talking, like 1 through 4, Auburn, Illinois, Baylor, and Texas, all didn't win their first conference championship game. So, just want to throw that out there. Auburn, Illinois, Texas, and Baylor did not win their first conference championship game as a high seed in the tournament. So, Sweet 16 in the Midwest, Iowa against Kansas. Give me the Jayhawks. And then Wisconsin and Miami. This is where Miami's run ends. Wisconsin, just a way better team than them. And then I'm going to take Kansas. I'm going to take Kansas to defeat Wisconsin, and that leaves my Final Four. It's a little bit boring. I obviously, this is not what it could happen. I don't know. But right now, for my Final Four, I got representing the West region, I got Duke against East region winner Kentucky. And I got Kentucky defeating Duke. And then Tennessee from the South against Kansas. From the Midwest, give me Kansas. And then a rematch from earlier this season, we got the Kentucky Wildcats against the Kansas Jayhawks. And for my national champions, I am taking the Kansas Jayhawks. I mean, outside of a couple times, they've looked like the most complete team in all of college basketball. They got the veteran coach, Bill Self. They got an amazing offense. They got a good defense as well. And then we've seen them the past couple of years, not make it to all the way to where they want to be, the Final Four. We've seen them lose in the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, even in the second round. I think this is the year that the Kansas Jayhawks put it all together and they come out of this one winners of the March Madness tournament. Give me the Kansas Jayhawks to win the tournament. And guys, those are my predictions for the March Madness tournament. Again, we'll be back here tomorrow to talk more about these first round matchups, so you're not going to want to miss that. But thank you all for so much for watching this one. If you had not already, be sure to subscribe to the Big Fight Field channel for some more March Madness content coming up. Hit the like button, comment down below your biggest upsets of the tournament this season and who you think is going to be cutting the nets in New Orleans. Hit the like button if you like what you heard from me in the video. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well, at Colin_Joseph. And guys, I'll see you tomorrow when we talk more about the March Madness first round games. Have a good one. Stay safe. And as always, stay classy. We out. Peace.